Welcome along as I show you step by step how to change ball joints on this Ram 3/4 ton truck. I do apologize, this video is going to be pretty lengthy. I did the best I could to shorten it up as much as possible. We are working on a 2016 Ram 2500 this morning. We have checked out the ball joints on this. Customer brought it to me. He said he failed the state inspection. It does have a little bit of play on the upper on this side, in and out, not vertical. So any in and out play is considered bad. Passenger side has in and out play as well, but the lower ball joint does have quite a bit of vertical. I'm going to zoom in on the upper ball joint. He failed the state inspection. I don't know if you can see it from there or not, but we're going to watch this gap here. In and out on the upper. So after we get the wheel off, first thing we really need to do is take the caliper and mounting bracket off. It's a 24 millimeter. And this right up here. Don't ever let it hang on the hose. You take it out. So we can pull the rotor off here, but before I do that, I want to index the rotor with the stud. So we have indexed that rotor. It'll go back in the same spot. I'm going to try to take it out of here first. Sometimes they will want to break off in there, so if it moves nice and easy because it's been replaced before in the last couple of years, then we'll just take the sensor out. Got our Allen out. That was a 5 millimeter, I believe. Yes. Oh yeah, moves nice and easy. So we're going to pull the sensor out here. We'll open up that retainer and pull that, get this out of my way, cover the hole. I don't want any of that debris going down in there, so next thing we need to do is pull our 4 hub bolts. I don't know if you can see that, but there's 1, 2, and then 2 on the other side. So we're going to pull those hub bolts. Once we do that, then we can pull our axle and hub assembly completely out. We're going to have to do this with a big ratchet. Get on that bottom one down there. Okay. That, no, put that back on there. Gotta take the top one out. We can just pull the hub with the axle and not take this nut loose. Yep. Now try to support the axle itself so it's not dragging on the way out. Now we can remove the upper and lower ball joint nuts. Not replacing the lower ball joint on this side. I didn't find any play on this side. Passenger side lower we did, but we are having to remove the nut so that way we can take the whole knuckle off. It's almost off. Good rule of thumb, before you remove it all the way, put a nut on the top just so it didn't fall on you. She's stuck on that lower is what's going on. I just spray plenty of lube and put some pressure on it. There we have it. I mean, I've had ball joint presses before, but not like this. This one, you can put all the cups in there where they need to be. Yeah, they'll snap in and out fairly easy, so you can knock them off. But most of the time, if you put them in there and you're watching what you're doing, they're going to stay on. And Ball joint's pressed out. New one's getting ready to go in. We're going to clean this up, make sure it's good to go. Okay, here we go. We're getting close. And what you want to look for is it sitting flush, and it's not quite there yet. It's close. We are there. Ball joints in. Boots in good shape. This is the most important part when it comes to installation of new ball joints and tie rods. And over the 26 years of me working on vehicles, I've watched countless technicians skip these steps. And it's very important. Installation of ball joints, where a lot of technicians, a lot of individuals do not abide or follow. If you over tighten the castle nut on a ball joint or tie rod, or any moving part, pitman arm, then what happens is you put too much preload on the joint, which causes premature wear and less life. So it can also cause binding in the steering. So it's very, very important to follow the instructions. Anytime you buy ball joints, any quality part, it will have a step-by-step procedure of what needs to be done, how and where, to make sure that you are installing it properly. And after you bust your knuckles a few times, you'll find a different method. Getting really close. It'll start beeping at you when we're there. Okay, so we're at 39 foot-pounds. Okay, we're at 69. 150 foot-pounds. So we are torqued at 150. Everything moves freely still, so we don't have too much tension on the joints. We don't have an improperly installed ball joint. Everything's good, moves fluidly. I'm reinstalling my brake rotor backing plate. It's important to not drag the axle when going through. You don't want to damage the internal seal. So I like to try to get it mostly through in there, and then I will support it . Don't forget the orientation of your hub. The speed sensor holes on the top. Get one side started by hand, then you can work on the other side. Bottom corner on the front side. Alright, got it started by hand. Not real tight, just enough to make it to the steering knuckle. We're going to do this top corner, and we're going to do this bottom corner. All four of the hub bolts get torqued to 149 foot-pounds. Bottom one here. And the last one. Then we get to have some fun and do the other side. Okay, so now I'm using a 24 millimeter, and we are going to torque the caliper mounting bracket bolts 260 foot-pounds. The lug nut torque, according to motor specification, is 150 foot-pounds. So that's what I'm going to torque them to. Straight across. The other side, I had to use my big impact to even get them off, and it was hammering hard. So Hopefully this side's not as tight as the other side. Not so bad yet. Yeah. Is it turned up? Yeah, it's turned up all the way. I understand it's not a Milwaukee, but at the same time, somebody effed that up. And this is why I record videos of what I'm doing. I just cracked this. Look at that. Yep, she gone. About 300 and some degrees too. Yeah. Seized up. Caliper mounting bracket bolts. So there is some gear oil down here. That is coming from the inner axle seal, axle tube seal. Customer is aware. He just wants me to do the ball joints. He'll do that later. We're going to take this speed sensor wiring out of this harness first. And hang that right there. We're going to index it right here. Oh, the one that's screwed up. Okay, so I've got this hub loose. We're going to pull it out. Once I get a little ways, I'm going to start supporting the axle. Drag it all the way out. The internal seal for the axle. Alright, now I can take these ball joint nuts loose. Okay, we got the spindle out. Get ready to press these ball joints out. Alright, well that one just came out. Going in with the upper ball joint now. Getting close. We get our exercise in today. Going in with the lower ball joint. The first torque spec is 37 foot-pounds right here. Okay, then you have to turn it to 69 foot-pounds. And we are going to do the upper. I'm going to check the cotter keyhole. I'm lined up enough. I can put it through. I can see right here. Alright. So it's in there and bent. Now I have to do the bottom ball joint, which is 140 to 160. The other side I did 150. So that's what I'm going to do over here. Check it again. Check to see if it turns freely like it does. Now I can put my axle back in, hook up my steering linkage, put the brake rotor and the caliper and bracket assembly.